You need to read this. I say this for pretty much every book that I end up doing a book review on, but listen. Okay, let me just give you the synopsis. I don't even know if you're ready for this. So you have two queens. There's the Blood Queen, and then there's the Sun Queen. And realistically, neither of them really know if they're either one, right? They're also several centuries apart. Their powers are also the same. And everything that happens to each of them throughout the book affects the other, despite being centuries apart. When I read the synopsis and heard this, my brain went, I'm sorry, how exactly does that work? And then I read it in 3 days. 3 days. I'm a mom with a job and other part-time jobs, and I do princess parties. I do not have time to be blowing through an over 300-page book in 3 days, but sure enough. It's also pretty rare that I just, as soon as I finish a book, I'm like, okay, I put it on the list of, to be reads to buy, right? But no. I happen to have a Barnes & Noble within walking distance of my job. I went on break the day after finishing this and walked to the Barnes & Noble and bought the rest of the series. That's how you know a book is really good. That's how you know a book is really good. So the two main characters, one of which basically is an assassin for a very bad country, and she's the one that's in the future, and then you have the one in the past who grew up with her dad. Her dad's kind of like super big in like their kingdom, so they're more like a kingdom setting where, the future girl is more like a communist setting, I guess. It's very just like bad vibes all around, and she's an assassin for the bad vibes, bad guys, you know what I mean? This book is a hard read. It's a lot of characters. It's a lot of information to keep up with. So you have Riel, the queen from the past, and you have Eliana, the queen from the future, and you're following both of their stories at the same time. Like, it's literally one chapter after the other, with no double chapters. So it's really infuriating sometimes, because sometimes Eliana will get a one-page chapter, and we're back to Riel for like 15 pages, and I'm like, what is happening? But it's okay, because I bought the entire series, and now I'm going to read it and review the rest of them. So thank you for the TikToker that made a random TikTok about this, because now I'm obsessed, and I wish I remembered your name. I just remember you being blonde and pretty and saying, read this, and I said, sure.